All right, here we are. We're back again. Thank you guys for being here. It's been a rather dramatic week. Let me get rid of that banner. It's been a rather dramatic week. If you've been paying attention to Twitter at all, you see that there's been some loud exits lately, a couple loud exits off the platform. There's been a lot of drama. Top Shot is dramatic. If you like the drama, then you stay here. If you don't like the drama, I don't know what to tell you. But it was also a really good week. There's other really good content. The Judge, friend of the show, he had a really good chat with MBL. It's like an OG. I recommend checking that out. But today's a really special show. We have Awesemo. He's one of the top, if not the top, DFS player in the world. I think he'll probably tell us in a minute. So I'm very curious about what he thinks. I'm very curious too about what he thinks since Top Shot is kind of going in that direction now with flash challenges, with the partnership with Moment Ranks. I think that's pretty interesting. So we got Alex, we got Tandy NFTs, we got N Hoffin. Thank you for the good luck. We got Poker Pro Eric. What's the drama? I don't know. Go to Twitter. You'll figure it out. Stan loves Top Shots Wash. I know. So am I. Stan loves. So yeah, a lot's going on. Of course, I was able to hit the pack on whatever day that was, Tuesday. So this is a big night for me where I am. It's nighttime. But anyhow, our guest has a cutoff of an hour, so we're going to bring him in early, and then we'll do our week that was afterwards, because we got a lot of questions, and I think we really want to hear from him. He's a very interesting guy. So let's run that video intro and bring in our guest, Awesemo, a.k.a. Alex. Here we go.
What's up, man? That's the greatest thing anyone's ever done for me, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I knew you would like it. I went for like the deep cuts. I went through your Twitter feed because I remember you posted that video. So I found like the, what's it called? Like the Bali Bangram Barta kind of music. And I try to put in the work. So I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for having me on the show. It's always fun to talk a little bit of Top Shot.
Absolutely. And you are an interesting guy. You are, I mean, your background is in DFS. I mean, real quick, we'll kind of get that out of the way first. I'm curious, kind of, how did you become like the #1 DFS player? How did this all happen?
Yeah, so I've been a poker pro before, and a lot of people have been quitting poker to play DFS, and these are guys that were more successful at poker than me. So I'm like, I gotta give this a try, and I started playing DFS. A lot of NBA, MLB, and I immediately saw the potential was a lot higher than what I was doing at the time. So I made the jump, and I'm sure a lot of people have a similar story with NFTs where it's just like something brand new. And if you can get in at the ground floor, you can really make a name for yourself pretty quick.
But are you still, I mean, you're still doing it though. Are you still placing as highly as you did in the beginning, or is the edge a lot harder nowadays?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm still ranked #1. A lot of my attention is going to my website Awesemo.com, but I'm still out there playing pretty much every day. So yeah, I've been making sure I'm staying on top of all the different competitions and stuff. There's a lot of good players out there, but I feel like on any given day I'm have as good a chance to win as anyone. So I feel like I'm doing pretty well.
Cool. Yeah, Poker Pro Eric is saying like you were never a poker player, were you? What kind of games were you playing? Were you doing online multi-tabling with like 10 different screens?
Yeah, totally. I got into it exactly the wrong time. I was like pro a year before Black Friday which is when it became illegal in the US. So then I started going to Canada to play online, and I was doing a lot of no limit hold'em cash games, and then I kind of switched to sit and goes and cap no limit. So that's kind of where you only play with a short stack. So I kind of found my own niche in poker. My career highlight is I made the Supernova Elite status on PokerStars, where you had to play like 1,000,000 hands basically in a year. So after that, things in poker, like the outlook wasn't quite as good, and DFS kind of came into my life at the perfect time.
And like, why do you think you are so successful in DFS, I would ask? What do you think you do differently that others don't?
Well, it all comes down to both like the knowledge of the sports and the knowledge of how to like do statistics and data. And I started off kind of with a math background, but I also have always enjoyed sports. Like being from Michigan, I was a big Pistons fan, and since the 2000s, when they had a pretty strong squad, kind of kept up with all the NBA stuff, and then kind of had a little bit of knowledge, but had to hustle a lot to learn about all the sports too. So it's kind of that combination of sports expertise and data expertise.
Gotcha. Well, I took a look at your website and it's pretty impressive. You got a lot going on there. You got like plenty of, blogs being written and plenty of things for sale, and it's really it's a big deal over there. It looks like.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we try to have a lot on there for people, like mostly focused around DFS, but we do some fantasy football season long, and we do some sports betting. So we're branching out. We've even discussed doing a little bit of NFT stuff. I haven't managed to persuade the guys to really fully go with that idea, but it's definitely something in the back of our minds.
Hmm. That would be interesting. I don't even know how I'm sure there are models that you could somehow apply, but they're also it's such a wild west that it can be like gamed. Like you can't really judge based on Discord users, for example, or everything can be gamed. That's definitely the difficulty that maybe if they're aware of NFTs, they might be feeling.
Well, the angle I want to take is really focused on like who's got the best prospects for their future in their career. So like I know there's like so many different NBA players in Top Shot, and the value is heavily tied to their like career prospects. So that was kind of how I was thinking we could really create some nice models to predict like the different career arcs and value these players.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Um, so that's a good segue, I guess, into Top Shot, which is you joined Top Shot in February, and what hit you right away? Was it this idea that you could apply this similar thinking to DFS, where like if I know about players better than anyone else, then I have an edge, and therefore I'm going to buy a whole bunch of someone who's undervalued, and that's going to be my play here?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a big part of it. I felt like I had the NBA expertise to be able to know like how to navigate the marketplace. I think I overestimated my competence in that, but the life goes on, trying to learn every day. But yeah, I think it was kind of a love of the game combined with kind of wanting to express my NBA expertise.
Mm-hmm. And as someone who has like a really nice looking website, when you hit the NBA Top Shot website, how quickly did you get it? How quickly
Well,
did
I
you
think
understand and like get sort of engaged into this website?
the way I got into it was Bales kind of had that article that spending 35K on an NFT,
Right.
and I mean that definitely got me interested. I didn't even know this existed before that article. So um, at that point, the website was pretty riddled with bugs and stuff. It's only been like 10 months or something, but I think at that point you could actually buy packs on demand,
Oh,
and
so you were early then.
a little bit, yeah. I got in like right before the boom, but then I didn't like finish the KYC because like I like didn't pass, and then it took forever to get through that. So I kind of was in before the boom. I was looking at these Zion moments for like $2, and then when I finished KYC, they were like 200.
Oh God. Yeah. That's about when I entered the market, when those were 200. So then thinking about how you felt back then and what you saw as like your imagination of what could be the trajectory for Top Shot and why you bought in so hard, like how are you feeling now? Obviously, there were a lot of outside factors that hurt the market in a way that maybe you couldn't have really properly anticipated. But how are you feeling right now about NBA Top Shot?
I think in general, I think NBA Top Shot, they have like a great product, and some of their collectibles are really awesome. And then like the main gripe I have with it is it's just like the experience isn't fun to me. Like I don't know, like like I kind of like buying the packs and stuff, but then you gotta wait in line for ages, and it's pretty inconsistent whether you get them. And then like the whole like marketplace, like they have these games basically like challenges and flash challenges and stuff, but it's just like buying the moments. That's like not really a challenge, it's just like spending money. So I just wish there was some like part of it that was a little bit more engaging and fun, because I feel like on the website there's not a lot to do right now. What do you think?
I would echo what you're saying. I mean, like, I think we were so hungry for like anything that like when they released those flash challenge, we're like, yeah, it's finally like we can like use our moments. I mean, I think I get what they're doing. They're kind of saying like, if you hold your moments and if you have a bunch of moments in your collection, we will reward you. And that's the part that I get, and that's the part that makes sense. But it's not exactly like a game. And I think that they're trying to make it almost like a game, but it's like you're saying, it's not a game. It's basically, if you hold these moments, we'll airdrop you a pack. And I think
Yeah.
that I feel that need as well, that we need something. We need some kind of a game. Um, do you think though that like they will evolve this and perhaps get to what you have in mind, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things they can do. I think like one of the things I think they're trying to do is like stimulate marketplace activity by creating this demand for moments, like using these flash challenges. The problem is that it's like there's so many like bottlenecks in these challenges that it's almost like impossible to plan for. Like the Mobley was a key in the flash challenge. Like this is like a $375 moment, and you're getting a $20 pack or something. So I think like some sort of fantasy element, like moment ranks, would help. But from their perspective, I think it's like, well, how does that encourage marketplace activity and stuff? And I think one of the other things is like the amount of moments for each player are so wildly variant that like some guys have 100K of one NFT, and then like other guys have like 4,000 total moments, and only 2,000 have been released, and that makes it so there are these external factors that don't really have anything to do with NBA sports that aren't really fun in a way where like you're using your NBA expertise.
So then if you could, do you have any ideas? Like, is there any scenario where we could somehow gamify it and stimulate the market, or is it kind of one or the other, you think?
I think there's some ways to do it. Like I think So Rare does a really good job. Like they're the soccer NFT site, and they're much more fantasy oriented. But one of the things they do is they have these different rarity tiers, like Top Shot has, but you have to like mix and match players from a specific like subset of tiers. Like you could enter all commons into one league, but another might only allow rares. So I think that creates a little bit more like distributed utility across the board compared to uh, right now, where it's just like the rarity doesn't really have any utility.
Yeah, I hear that. And I think that's what a lot of people complain about who are holding rare and even legendary moments. And you are probably also holding some of those. And there's not much to do with those moments at the moment.
Yeah, and like I think it like as much as I want there to be some sort of like game, the thing is like the Top Shot experience doesn't really make you wanna buy moments right now. Like there's some really awesome moments that are on the site, and you'd have no idea if you logged in. Like there's really no way to like discover these really cool moments except if there's some sort of challenge or something. And like I feel like that's a big area they could improve, is just making people want to buy moments, so, like because there are really some genuinely cool ones.
But do you buy moments because they're cool, or do you buy moments because you're a DFS dude who's trying to speculate like if these are going up or not?
I buy moments because they're cool and because I feel like the price isn't what it should be. So like I think there's like two examples of this. Like one, being a Sky fan, I like went to the championship games, and I wanted to get the sky moments, but then like I felt like they were like really overpriced on the marketplace, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hold off on getting these because I know interest in this is gonna fade like in a month or two. So I still haven't bought those moments yet because I'm just like, I don't want to make a dumb buy, even though these are moments I really want. But on the other side of it, it's like I think there's some moments where, like one that I really like that's really cheap is Zion's 1000th point. It's like this moment no one would ever like notice because it's like this 35K moment that costs $8, but it's like a pretty cool like spin move and dunk, and it's a milestone. So I feel like that one's like super under the radar.
All right, I'm going to give you a spicy take on that.
Spicy.
So, okay. So it sounds like you are in the camp of people who believe that people will eventually value moments because they are special in and of themselves, like the Carmelo 10,000 point, the Chris Paul getting pushed by Patrick Beverly. No, I'm just kidding. That's not on the platform. But so people, they like certain moments for those kind of special reasons.
Yeah, and I think that like it's funny. I didn't even know Carmelo's 10,000th point or whatever is on the platform. So like that's an example of just how you might not even know what's out there. And like right now, the experience is you get this pack that most of them are throwaway moments. Then I understand what they're trying to do because like you need throwaway moments to be able to sell enough packs to make money. But it's like with the real cards, I'd buy packs and then I'd have a box in the closet of all the junk I didn't want, and I'd have like a case with my like the cards I liked, and you'd never see these trash moments or trash cards like basically. But like the Top Shot experience right now is like cluttered like with a million things that aren't worth looking at, and I think that if they could just make these 60K moments like disappear into the depths of your collection, it'd be a much better experience.
I agree. And there was someone who made a thread about that today, Lindy Hollick. I don't know if you know him on Twitter, but he made a really good point where it's like you don't sense the ability to sort of work your way up through your collection, because right now it's just like a complete hodgepodge and there's so many 60K moments, and it's like for a new collector it doesn't even seem possible to sort of climb up the ranks. Like who even looks at 15K moments anymore? Like you don't even know they exist practically. And then they release the 10K, so they release like the 10K Ja Morant, there's a 15K Ja Morant. I don't know, it's kind of a mystery to most people on the platform.
Like the price of moments isn't a very good like indicator of how good they are because of the varying like edition sizes. So like you could have a legendary moment that like one of my favorite legendaries is Carmelo kind of like fumbles the ball and then hits this jumper, and it's like, why does this moment even exist? Why is it legendary? And that's probably like $1,000. And then you have the 60K moment that's like the dopest dunk you've ever seen. It's like $2. So like there's really no metric you can go by to find stuff that's actually worth looking at.
Yeah, that's kind of the challenge that I have when I think about what people should or will buy on the platform, because exactly what you said, like there's no correlation to the quality of the play or anything like that, and the quality of the plays are only going to get better. So a year from now when moments are $1 and it's going to be like the best moments you've ever seen with the best production value. So it doesn't quite make sense if we're going to buy based on quality of moments right now. So I guess that makes a good point, which is like you've offered some criticisms, but you continue to buy. So like recently you bought the LeBron Top Shot debut. I don't know what else you've been buying, but I haven't like investigated your blockchain. But like, tell me why. Why are you buying LeBron debuts, but also kind of feeling maybe a bit critical at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm critical just because that's how I feel, and also I feel like people always are more likely to react to something that's a little bit thought provoking than like one of my gripes with the community is I feel like it's a little bit of an echo chamber, and I'm lucky to have like a little bit of a platform where I can break free of that. But I've noticed that about NFTs in general, that like it seems like there's this idea that negativity or criticism is not allowed. And I think that like really hurts the credibility of like the voices in the industry. So I guess I just try to keep it real.
I appreciate that from you. I think I totally agree with that. I think NFTs in general have a bit of a toxic positivity problem, where like anyone says anything, it's like, yeah, you get out of here, blocked, banned. I'm not. I want to hear from you again. I
Yeah,
think that's a
that's
shame.
funny because I just heard the term toxic positivity for the first time like a week ago, but that's like totally applicable to a lot of what I see too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is. And that's also sort of something interesting that I've been thinking about too, which is like there's a lot of people complaining, I think for good reason, about Top Shot currently. Um, but like if you're Dapper Labs, do you how much do you care on a level from 1 to 10? Because as far as you're concerned, you release a pack of these people that are being like, oh, those are stinky moments, but then they sell out, and like and then you have people complaining on Twitter, but how many people is that really? Like, even if we're going at like the high number, how many people is that, and how many people are even like liking or engaging with that tweet? If it's like a really really active tweet, what are we talking, like 200 people, 300 people? And how many people on your platform? So that's the thing that I struggle a little bit when I think, because I'm also like in this echo chamber all the time. But I think to myself, if I'm Dapper Labs, aren't people telling me the opposite with their wallets? Aren't they speaking with their wallets?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that that keys into something that's been going on, which is that I feel like the business has been run with a very like traditional like venture capital like revenue generation mindset, and what's kind of being lost in the shuffle is that like there should be a lot of focus on like creating a really great product. And one of the things that I thought was really like odd is like they're talking about how they want to make the packs worth less so that like you don't have all these rent seekers. It's like that just blows my mind because like I would think that your goal is like generate value for your customer, and that's going to make people like have those positive feelings. So it's like if you're telling people like that this is, or you're trying to lower the value of the product, that's just going to make people have like a very negative reaction.
I would agree, and to me, it scares me. You could even say it's spooky.
Nice. Yeah, I agree with that. But like one of the things that I wanted to mention is like this is such an incredible like innovation in collectibles, but like I feel like the reason why has been totally lost in the ether, which is like you can capture so much more in a top shot moment than you can in a trading card. And that's why the moments I like invested the most into were the Vince Carter last shot, where like, okay, this was like the day that COVID happened in the NBA, and like everyone was so like uncertain about what was gonna happen, and then Vince Carter, like no one knew if it was gonna be his last game or not, or what was gonna happen with the rest of the season. It did end up being his last game, and he like had that one moment where he hit that shot, and it was like it was like the coolest like send off like you could ever ask for. And like you can't just capture that in a card with a picture of Vince Carter, you know what I mean? So, and the other one is the LeBron Kobe tribute, and this one is the most baffling to me because there's no mention of Kobe like anywhere on the site regarding this moment. Like, but that's like what's so cool about it. Like, I know there's like a ton of trading cards with this picture of LeBron dunking, but like when you line them up side by side and it's like LeBron's doing the exact same thing as Kobe, like that's the magic of it. It's not like this single frame. It's like the whole moment and when it happened too.
100%. There's definitely amazing moments on the platform. It's just a question of what happens to, like, what are you hoping happens? I guess what everyone I think is hoping happens, if they're just hoping that marketing goes on like a DraftKings level, like that you're probably very aware of. You're probably on half those ads, and like, and that it just attracts just hundreds of thousands, if not millions of users to the marketplace, and that it just lifts all boats and everything is worth a whole lot of more money, and it's just more fun, I suppose. I think, yeah, like if the market was trending upwards, I don't think anyone would be complaining, obviously, because they didn't before. But yeah, that's, I mean, would you agree? I mean, like, does it, like, how do you feel about those moments that you may have bought for like 10x that are now 10% of what you bought them for? Are you still like happy with them?
Well, I think that the value I put on them is a lot higher than the monetary value, the lowest ask in the market, which
Yeah,
is why I'm optimistic about it. But it has been a struggle, like kind of because, damn, like it sucks like going to all these websites and seeing how much money you've lost on your moments.
I know.
Like, and like they make it seem almost like it's some like flex of your skill level when really it's just like, did you sign up before February or after February? Like it had nothing to do with any sort of NBA expertise.
I know.
Or how much like you flip and stuff, which
I
is
know.
one other gripe is like there's this whole like ecosystem of people who try to make profit just like by exploiting these market inefficiencies. And a lot of times it's like market inefficiencies that Top Shot creates, like a new challenge where this moment that no one expected, like a quiet moment, was a good example that, okay, so worth twice as much as it was before. Like I feel like what should happen in that case is that Top Shot like freezes all listings for that, or like removes all listings, because like what's happening is that people who have these moments listed are just getting absolutely owned by these guys who are flipping it immediately to someone else for hundreds of dollars and more. And that's not like a good market in my opinion, because it's just like Top Shot controls like the value of these utilities, and like it's not like a stock or something where like you kind of know what you're getting into. It's just like totally random market moves that like as a user you can't predict and you can't react in time to.
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge when information gets out and certain people can act quicker than others. But what you're talking about, like market inefficiencies, what are something that you would suggest to adjust? I know a popular one is, I know you just said you would freeze the moments, but I know a big one in my opinion is people should be able to bid. It can't just be a one-sided market. Is there anything else that comes to mind?
Um, the bidding's interesting because like all of them are kind of the same, I guess, unless it's just like you're bidding below lowest ask,
Yeah.
which
Or maybe you could bid on particular cereals if you're into that.
yeah, that would be pretty cool. I think the main thing is just that like the I feel like the problem is that Top Shot like has these actions that really affect the value of certain moments in a way that's unpredictable, and that like it's just like your common user that's getting the worst of it, because not only are people who have their moments listed like getting them bought up and sold immediately for more than they had them listed for, but it's also the users who want to do these challenges are paying more for them too because of this flipping. I know that like it generates a little bit of extra revenue because maybe the moment's sold twice for 5%, but that just seems like a negative situation to me.
I agree. And I think Bonfire of Live Token was on the judge's show, and he was saying too, like, this kind of an organization, it would be great if when they're making like earning, its users are also benefiting and earning as well, instead
Yeah.
of like earning and like kind of pulling it out from us.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's exactly what's going on here, but I know that that's definitely one of the gripes.
Well, yeah, I mean, like if you think about like the concept of the market cap, it's like when they sell packs, if they're not getting people to deposit more, they're just like really extracting that money out of the ecosystem.
Right.
And that's what we've been seeing is like basically the reason why prices are going down is because people are withdrawing at a greater rate than they're depositing.
Right.
I guess I should say they're withdrawing plus like the amount they're spending on packs is greater than the deposits. So like I said, negative cash flow that's causing everything to drop.
Yeah, and I don't know how you feel about what is the fix for something like that. I know we've spoken about several things here, but in my opinion, Top Shot was such a huge phenomenon because it was spiking upward. And it's like, that's kind of the part of the challenge. It's like we can't go back to that unhealthy pump, but at the same time, no one is going to just whip out the credit card if values just keep on sinking.
Yeah, I think there's this lack of confidence that like at any point is the right time to buy, because like for whatever reason the market, it tends to increase very quickly but decrease very slowly. So most of the time it's going down. And I think part of that is because like a pretty low amount of supply is on the market at any time, like maybe 10 or 20% of the moments. And maybe half of those are at like a reasonable price. So the amount of a moment that needs to be sold for a spike is a lot lower than the amount of undercutters there need to be to like cause it to slowly decrease.
Right. Well, I know you can take us into one special velvet cloaked room, because I know that you are in the Nine Lives Lounge, right?
No, I sold off all my cool cats, and
Oh,
I did it at the worst possible time too. But yeah, at a certain point I was like, I want nothing to do with the cool cats because I lost so much money like on the cool cats.
oh no, you like stack the Lucas, right?
Yeah, and it's like I'm so frustrated because now like everyone sees this Nine Lives Lounge and the challenge as like, or the cool cat set as like so valuable, but like at the time that like I bought into it being like, okay, they're hyping this up so much, it's going to be a big thing, and then it ended in like a complete whimper, and then all of a sudden like they're hyping it up after it ended. So I just like, it's just another situation where this was all like Top Shot, like kind of manipulating the market and maybe reacting to the challenge ending poorly like the way it did. And I definitely got kind of screwed.
Yeah. So that was right before they announced that they were going to give like the early access to UFC and NFL and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still like kind of fuzzy on what that actually means, but like it seems like from what I've heard, they make these promises and then they try to figure out what that means later. So I know that they said something about how like it's going to be earlier than like some people, but you might not be like one of the original people that they get in it. Maybe I'm sure you know a lot more about exactly.
Well, from what I've heard, you have like a probably an increased chance of getting in there as a Nine Lives Lounge member. But even so, if you get in, they're only releasing half of the supply to the like the early beta users. So it remains to be seen if that is super valuable or not. Do you have any takes on NFL all day? Are you excited for it? Are you a bigger NFL fan than an NBA fan?
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about NFL all day because like I think NFL is going to be a huge hit. It's going to be super popular, and I think the first editions of everything are going to be the most valuable. So that creates a really weird situation where like this limited group that's in there is going to probably get the most of it. But I think the problem with NFL is you have a very limited number of games to choose from and not very many like cool moments in each game, in my opinion. Like there's on an average NFL game, you have maybe 5 touchdowns, and you multiply by okay, so there's 16 or 17 games per team times 16. So well, that's the number of games in a season.
Well, I gotta use this. I gotta use this video clip while you do that. Ready? You go work it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah, so there's 272 games, and okay, so you're talking like 1250 touchdowns in a season, and maybe like a quarter of those are actually like impressive, and the rest are like goal line touchdowns or like 5-yard passes or something. And it just seems like people are going to be really underwhelmed because to create a product, you're going to need a ton of filler.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's why they said they're releasing these like cheesy melts. Didn't you see that Twitter post? They're going to make like cheesy melts where they can use like random plays and melt them all together and give you a nice cheesy delight that you'll enjoy at the end of the day. Um, but I would definitely echo your feelings. But I also think that they know about that. Like
Yeah.
they realize like the mess that they're in is because they gave early users more access than the rest of us.
Yeah.
And I know that like that is just pounded in their brains right now. Like they're not going to let that happen again. So I think that all day will definitely be a healthier marketplace. You're going to be able to trade packs right away or buy and sell packs in the marketplace right away. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be really interesting to see when you have that like first all day debut of like Tom Brady, how ridiculous that's gonna spike, because there's just everyone and their mother is gonna be like, okay, that's the play right there. Like, it's gonna be so obvious that it's gonna be tricky to know how to navigate that.
Yeah, geez. I guess the best thing they could do is maybe have a high mint count, or like if you have 100,000 of the first Brady, maybe each one's worth like $100 instead of you have 10,000 and they're worth $1,000. But I'm sure that'd piss people off too.
Well, everyone's gonna be pissed off no matter what. We can be assured of that. But I would imagine that we're probably gonna be seeing something similar to what we're seeing currently with S3, where like it's gonna be Brady and it's gonna be like 60K Brady. Everyone's gonna be like, no, but I feel like that's gonna happen, and they're probably going to want to drum up the marketplace and be like, look, you want that special Brady? You better work up that collector score. You better go collect like 1,000 Tampa Bay Buck moments so you can line up for the legendary pack or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that sort of seems likely in my opinion. All right, so we
One
talked
of
about
the
that. Go ahead.
things I wanted to ask you about is like, okay, so I feel like there's this fundamental conflict in like the whole concept of NFTs, especially on Top Shot, where the serial number is like a good thing to like indicate that it's non-duplicable.
Mm-hmm.
But for 99% of moments, the serial number is like a negative, and they like put such a big emphasis on like what serial number you have. And I almost feel like that creates like a devaluing like effect compared to cards, where like there might be a ton of supply, but like all of them are more equal, where like you have all these moments and then 99% are like not valuable serials, so like there's more valuable ones than the one you have.
So what's the question? If I think that's a bad thing for like the moments?
Well, I guess my solution is just like highlighting the serial numbers less across the site. But I was curious if you think that's a problem, like the serial number issue I laid out, or like is that something that should try to change, or is that just something you gotta accept because it's NFT?
I think it feels like it's kind of baked in to what an NFT is. The purpose right now that serial numbers seem to serve are basically when you're trying to get out of a moment, and if you have a lower one, you can price it at the existing floor and not undercut. I kind of wish there was more to it than that. But yeah, I think it's just like the serial number gamble. It's why people love doing the challenges. It's because they want the serial number gamble. They buy 200,000 Dwayne Wade moments hoping that they can get a low one. But you're right that once you get that like 158,420 of Dwayne Wade, it's not really it's not very exciting.
Yeah, I think that like it's just like you shouldn't be constantly reminded of like how you have a bad serial with your moment.
Well, that's actually another thing I saw someone mention, and I don't know if you recall, but there was once a time when the lowest ask, or just in general, the walls of prices were
Mhm.
like randomized, and like it wasn't lowest serial first. And I wonder if that's actually a good idea, because maybe then you don't get that instant benefit of like undercutting, or it's just more randomized. I wonder if that's a good idea or if that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I remember when I signed up, like they were just sorted by serial number and not by lowest ask, and you just had to browse through them to find like the lowest ask. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's good. There's like less selling velocity in that sense. But anyhow, I think it says a lot that you're still feeling pretty decent. I mean, even though you might be in the shower saying this,
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
At least you are like positive, and you're thinking about these moments, and you like kind of intrinsically enjoy them, and you believe that in the future they're going to be worth more.
Yeah, I mean, I think like my regret is just that I kind of like blew all my bankroll like at a bad time, or if I just kind of bought a little bit at a time over a long period, like that probably would have been a much better approach. But like the FOMO got me.
Yeah. The FOMO is a hell of a drug. I mean, it's a mixture of FOMO and, in my opinion, like the bullish thing about NBA Top Shot is that it was so entertaining and so exciting, and like it felt so different and felt like such an incredible product that it just made sense. And all of a sudden, you have all these people, general public, whipping out their credit card buying NFTs when they barely even know what an NFT is. So that's kind of how I feel on that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think that there was a lot to be excited about too, because a lot of the moments are like pretty cool and should hold long-term value. Like I think it's pretty reflected in the price of moments now, but there is a lot to be excited about. The issue was the prices were inflated a little bit more because withdrawals were not allowed by Dapper.
Right.
And once they started allowing that and money started flowing out of the ecosystem, it kind of like deflated the whole ecosystem, which like it was great for Dapper because they got to like pump everything up and get all these investors to see the potential. But then like that ended up just like being at the expense of all the new users they signed up.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation at this point. But the optimists in the group realize that they have a lot of money to play with. They have a lot of staff over there, adding lots of staff. They got the DraftKings lady, so I'm like, I'm just waiting for that DraftKings style advertising. It's got.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they have like the head of marketing from DraftKings. They hired this woman, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping. So let's play a kind of fun, silly game. It's called the Genie's Wish, and it's sponsored, I think, by one of your favorite products. So let's run that. Let's run that video. All right, sponsored by Topps Wooden Coins, the Genie's Wish segment. So here's how this game works. You're going to get an offer, but in return, you're going to have to also accept a second part of this offer. So here we go. So poof, big billow of smoke. The genie appears behind you. He goes, Alex, here's your deal. You are a VIP several times over on Top Shot. So we are going to give you the rare opportunity to be able to go to 10 NBA games. You're going to sit on the floor, open bar, open snacks. You're going to have a dedicated push-up mat in like the special Awesemo room. It's going to be promoted as Awesemo night. Your face is going to appear on all the screens. It's going to be wonderful. But here's the catch. The catch is those 10 games are all home games for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And every one of those games, they lose by 75 points. Only those games that you are on the floor and it's Awesemo night. And then like people start to connect the dots, and every time they start showing you on the big screen, like by game 5 or 6, they start booing you because they realize that you might be the reason that they keep losing by 75 points. You might even make the news. This might become a national story. But you still get to enjoy all those perks, including that push-up mat, 10 games on the floor. Do you take that offer?
Oh, absolutely. I think that I just would never have that opportunity to get buff while watching NBA again. So I'd have to take that.
Fair enough. So even if you become like the biggest heel in the history of Oklahoma City and everyone just can't stand you, you're still taking that deal.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'd still take it.
All right. All right. So we'll throw one more in there for you. Here's your second Genie's Wish question. as a VIP several times over, an NBA star, you get a special treatment from the NBA Top Shot. They say, we're going to align you with an NBA star, and you guys are going to go together on a road trip from where you are in Detroit all the way to San Diego. And you're going to like stay in little motels and things like that along the way. But the NBA star is revealed to be Dikembe Mutombo. Your radio doesn't work, and all he does is talk the entire ride, and you can barely understand a word he says. Do you take that offer?
Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious. I mean, Dikembe, like I actually met him briefly at a event for DFS, and he's really funny. He has that super low voice that, like, I'm sure that'd be like an experience over a trip to San Diego from the Midwest. But yeah, why not?
All right. So once again, I cannot stump you. We'll have to try better next time. So let's see. Let's take a look at the chat. This chat's been buzzing along. I haven't really looked at it too hard. So let's give the chat a chance to ask some questions they may have missed. So we're gonna play a little video clip to let them give some time, and then get your questions ready for Awesemo. Here we go.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any new ones pop in unless this is on like a delay. Let me see here. All right, I might have to like scroll up and find the questions.
No worries. Yeah, I see Chris Cody talking about KD, and I kind of want to ask you, like, that was one of the big things this week is KD signed up for Top Shot.
Oh, right.
And then like everyone gifted him all these moments. I'm like, is that actually like a good experience? Like, I would think that kind of undermines the purpose of like trying to like collect your own stuff. But what do you think?
I also found it a little strange, and I'm actually going to talk about it, but on the topics section. But yeah, I found it a little bit strange. But on the other side of the coin, I think there's very few NBA players that are actually going in there and like buying their moments. Like I think maybe the only NBA player doing that practically is like Harrison Barnes.
Yep.
Like literally everyone else, like the rappers, like Post Malone buys a Bored Ape, and Jimmy Fallon buys a Bored Ape, and then you look in the blockchain, you see that MoonPay sent them each like $3 million to do it, and probably bought it for them. So yeah, I don't think I would have expected really KD to like go in there and start buying up moments, to be perfectly honest. I think also yeah, he was donated the MGLE. No, not the MGLE, the Run It Back. He was donated the Run It Back. That definitely rubbed some people the wrong way. And then he was donated the entire Cool Cat set.
It's like clearly these guys just want to talk to him in that Discord.
Yeah, they're like, please join the Discord. We gave you the option to join. And Katie's going to spend one day on Discord and be like, ooh, that's terrible. Get me away from this. That's what I would do if I had the option, I think. I mean, like, Discord's brutal. Yeah, did I say Tyrese Halliburton wrong? Oh, no, Tyrese Halliburton also bought his moments. Did he, Poker Pro Eric? I didn't know that.
It'd be cooler if they just gave these guys a budget to like buy stuff or something.
Yeah. Oh, no, Tyrese Halliburton, he bought his ape. He bought his ape from Pranksy.
Nice.
So Pranksy sold him his ape. That's true.
I had one idea that I wanted to mention before getting off, but it looks like there's some questions here if we want to talk about those.
Yeah, we got some. Look, if you want to know how much money he lost on Cool Cats, you can look it up. It's not hard.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I had like 40 or 50 of them.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I honestly don't follow DFS whatsoever. So Poker Pro Eric is saying, is 100% Adrian Peterson too much exposure? Is that a joke? Is Adrian Peterson even playing in the NFL still?
All day, yeah. He's in there starting for the Seahawks today.
He's starting?
Yeah, he has a touchdown. And I was like, how are you going to fade all day Adrian Peterson when NFL all day is about to come out?
Isn't he like 48 years old?
Yeah, at least.
How is he starting? Why don't they have a younger running back on that team?
They have like 4 running backs and none of them are good. So they're like, we might as well get Adrian Peterson.
What's he averaging? Like 3.5 yards per game?
He's rushed 6 times in this game for 8 yards. First game as a Seahawk.
Okay, that sounds about right. Here's a question. Would you rather have burgers for palms or sausages for fingers?
Burgers for Palms sounds pretty cool. I'd do that.
Let's see. Okay, are you? Yeah, that's definitely a Cub shirt. That's an easy
No,
one.
this is Pistons.
Oh, geez, rugged.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Cub shirt. All right. And what's the hat? So my buddy asked your hat. Looks like, is that a
It's,
Chicago Sky?
Chicago Sky, yeah.
I see. I guessed it right at the end there.
Nice.
What should Dapper do to fix the economy? I feel like we talked about this a bit, but you can
So
offer some ideas.
I got a really good idea here.
Okay.
At least I think it's a good idea. They should buy moments from the marketplace and give them in giveaways. Like it would double serve as like kind of pumping up like some of the moments and like highlighting really cool moments and giving people an opportunity to like get those moments, because right now like you might really want a LeBron dunk but not have $750 to throw in on Top Shot. So like if they just bought one off the marketplace and had some sort of challenge or way to get it, then I think people would be pretty into that.
I think that's an awesome idea. I really do. I think that makes a lot of sense. Some may think that like you're at a slippery slope of some sort, but I think it's a good idea personally. Maybe that's because I'm not an OG. But so Deva Fish is asking, will you even stay on Top Shot and be active? Like you are buying. Deva, he bought the LeBron Top Shot debut like 2 days ago.
Well, I think I'm definitely into buying new stuff. Like I bought a Josh Giddey rookie because I think he's kind of promising. I kind of want a Mobley, but the price is pretty high. I was waiting for that to maybe like him to have a slump or something. But like the main thing is they're just not coming out with very many moments that I'm aware of that I want. Like that's what I'm saying is like they got to make more of an effort to make people want these moments, because like if there's all these 60Ks worth $3, I don't know like which ones are cool.
I think that's fair. Roaring Hammy, you did not miss the pack grip. But since Awesemo only had an hour, I want to take this hour to be able to ask a bunch of questions, and we'll do the pack grip after. Coffee's asking, are you okay with the common dilution? I think we also covered this. I think you're not okay with the common dilution, or are you?
Well, I have mixed feelings because I feel like 60,000 is a reasonable like circulating count. Like I was looking up like the first collectible I ever got into is Magic the Gathering, and I was looking up like Black Lotus, how many did they make? Because that card is worth like 10K or something right now, and there were like 22,000 of those made, and like still it's like seen as a really valuable commodity and collectible everyone wants. So I don't think that just having 60K of something is bad. It's just that compared to the user base right now and the demand, like it seems undesirable, but I definitely see that could change down the road if the moment is desirable.
Yeah, I think in theory we hope for something like that. I think it's all obviously very dependent when that DraftKings lady decides to put those ads in. And then he's also asking, are you in agreement that common pack should be minus EV?
That I think like it's okay if they're minus EV, but you don't want to tell your customers you're trying to like make the product less valuable. Like as a company, there needs to be someone in there like trying to maximize value for their customers, and not someone telling everyone or okay, these are too valuable, we need to like cut that out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm hoping that's just our little echo chamber that's paying attention. But I think that also goes to a larger issue with just the communications. I feel like there's pockets of communications, like depending on where you're paying attention, which is kind of not right. Well, who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Oh man, Donatello was pretty badass in the game,
Yeah.
so I have to go with him.
Yeah, he had the distance. You could like get the enemies from far away. Like Raphael is like you're playing with fire. If you choose Raphael.
Totally.
So this guy wants to get hired and work for beer.
Nice.
Let's see.
We'll
Yeah. This guy's saying like they could have done that with the S1 reserves. Instead, they use it as a way to set up a system to sell 2.2 to 3 million base packs a week. I mean, that's a spicy take, Brett. I'm gonna give you a little spicy take there. Where is that clip? Oh, geez. Oh God, I'm so much faster than this usually. Here we go.
Spicy.
Yeah, like that was perplexing to me too, the way like they use those, because like using it to prop up the floor of like the packs. Like I get it that if the pack is worth more than $9, it's kind of a license to print money, but that just didn't seem like a great way to like get value out of those. But the one thing I'm really worried about is the legendary moments where like the first 3 are platinum ice for each moment. Like I think that would absolutely kill a lot of the like customer confidence, because like you have these guys buying number 1 cereals and it's like not really the number 1, it's like number 4. So I think that's really unfair to the customers.
Oh, just because technically speaking.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, these are supposed to be the first 3 minted, like the platinum ice. It just seems like a really bad idea. Like I can get it if they want one collectible that's just gonna set some record at auction, but like, or if they just give them to athletes.
Mm-hmm.
But like I could see that having some really negative sentiment around it.
Let's hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. The sentiment can't take that right now. Are you looking forward to getting like $20,000 to $50,000 of flow tokens?
I don't even know what they're talking about. Is that the
So
Rakeback?
Rakeback, yeah, the Roham rewards or the gift back or whatever name it has this week. You are, eventually, according to Roham's AMA, in like the next 2 months from that AMA, people are going to get Rakeback. I think it's very likely that's going to be in the form of flow. And I'm guessing you're going to be able to spend that on Top Shot or all day if it's available.
I got a little bit of a spicy take here.
All right, let me get that. Let me cue that up. All right, go ahead.
All right, I don't care if like Dapper or Top Shot like goes back on some of their promises. Like, what I care about is just that like everything like makes some common sense, like, and they don't do anything dumb. So like with Rakeback, it seemed like people were trying to make it out to be like more than it was, and they were like very vague about it. I think that like it'd be cool if like they did something to help people who got burned in some transactions, but like I don't feel like they have any sort of responsibility to the customers.
That's pretty spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah,
you're definitely not going to win a lot of fans with that take, but
yeah, my bad, guys. Sorry. Well, I mean, like the idea of giving out money to everyone sounds really good, but like I don't really feel like the company has any obligation to do that.
Okay, well, you're entitled to your opinion. Are you looking forward to your free infinite object? Have you got one yet?
I did. I had the Cool Cats when the snapshot was taken, so I got the Cool Cats one, and it was like perfect because right-click save. Am I right?
All right, and then I guess my last question for you, because I know you got to go. Here we go. Stan loves boo this man. He's not happy with that take. And Brad is saying they don't owe it to us, but they promised it would happen. Once they promised it, that's when the obligation formed.
That's true. Yeah, it's like the office hours. Maybe there was like 1 or 2 like statements about it. It's just like I feel like people were really trying to push it on them as opposed to them like actually making some like commitment to this.
Well, whatever the case may be, at least we know in the most recent AMA, Roham basically said it's coming. So
okay, nice.
Let's see a couple more here. What do you think about Top Shot breaking the KD RI run it back bottleneck with an art? Well, they never. Yeah. Do you think that they should? I think that's the question. Should they break the KD run it back bottleneck for all these OKC fans that have to watch their team lose by 75 points, and they have to pay all this money to have a complete set? That's not really fair to those people.
I forgot about like how you have to have it right player, right team. I just really dislike the bottlenecks in general because like it actually hurts collectors because like it's creating this utility in moments that you might not want to take advantage of, where like I remember Jordan Wara's rookie card was like $200 or something because it was a Bucks bottleneck. It's just like like maybe I want to collect the Bucks set, but this actually like prevents me from doing that instead of encourages me.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the argument, and that's what a lot of people thought was coming with that archive set. They thought, okay, they're going to break all the bottlenecks now, and they're like, no, we're not. We'll break some, but not all. You get to guess. But anyhow, well, I know you got to go set your lineups. You got to go watch those Adrian Peterson highlights. But thank you so much for making the time. I definitely appreciated your takes today, your spicy takes, whether we all agree with them or not, or we welcome them here. So appreciate you making the time, and we'll let you go. And until the next time, good luck with the rest of your NFL slate.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Matt. And it's always good to talk some Top Shot, and thanks everyone for tuning in here.
Oh, actually, I forgot to give you your last shout out. If you want to shout out where to find you or anything else, you can just shout things out now.
Oh yeah, if you just want to follow me at AwesemoDFS on Twitter, and then if you do play fantasy, make sure, or sports betting, go to awesemo.com. We got a lot of great information to help you with that.
All right, Coffee saying GG. I believe is it congrats? I actually don't know what GG is.
Good game.
Is it good game? Like poker, it was good game, but I don't know because I see people just saying GG all over Twitter, and I don't know if they're saying good game. Are they?
Girls' Generation?
Girls' Generation. I think that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, Girls' Generation to you, and take care, and thanks again.
All right. Thanks, man. Later.
All right. See ya. All right. Well, that was Awesemo. That was a fun interview. Listen, if you haven't hit liked and subscribe, if you want Rakeback on Top Shot, you need to hit that like button and you need to hit that subscribe button. That'll show Awesemo what the community truly wants. So according to this thing, there's 30 of you. Get those 30 likes in there if you want Rakeback. If you don't want Rakeback, don't hit that like, all right? But don't come complaining later. All right. So we've got a guest, a good friend of the show. We're going to go over the 5 hot topics, and then we will do some ripping and duck racing and all things like that. So let's introduce him. I actually remembered to load his intro again. We're going to load him and bring him back. Here we go.
Yo, Tangy, it's the Island Boy, Top Shot Island Boy. I'm here with the Top Shot badge. We're going to sweep the floor. Got my triple badge. Got the drip on the neck.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that song.
What's up, Tandy?
What's up, Mr. Drip? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How about you?
I'm feeling good as well. Feeling good. We can actually go look at how everyone else is feeling about Top Shot. Let's end this poll here. It looks like we've got 40% of you are feeling great about Top Shot.
I voted great.
All right. 38 meh and 28 bad. So why are you feeling great? Why don't we start there?
Because the more and more I think about it is I bought into this platform. If you remember what February looked like and how the website felt and how it was crashed and everything, and what it is today, and they actually supplied real life utility. They plan to supply more. And I've even got inspired so much to try to supply my own sort of in real life utility to collectors and content creators alike.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can tell us briefly about that. Because I remember when you were on the show with Actually Jeb and you were like, I'm renting out the Hall of Fame and I'm going to invite collectors from all over and we're going to do a Top Shot All-Star game. I think when I heard that, I was like, but are you really, sir? And then you're like, oh, yeah, I am. And then you're like, you're showing like video of you at the All-Star court or the Hall of Fame court like every other day. So I'm actually curious real quickly. What does it take to organize a game at the Hall of Fame?
You kind of just contact them about rentals, and that's pretty much it. I did, just a little research, a little going there. I knew people who worked at the Hall of Fame. I grew up right next to it. Still to this day, if I mapped from the Hall of Fame to my apartment right now, it's probably 3 minutes away.
Wow.
And I live very close in downtown. So the Hall of Fame's right there. After the Hall of Fame, we plan on going to I believe it's called the Mass Mutual Center now. It was the Civic Center before, but that's besides the point. And there's a hockey game after the Hall of Fame All-Star game that we're having. So from 4 to 7 is the All-Star game. We're going to meet up after at this hockey game, or if anybody wants to meet up after that, after they get refreshed, showered up or whatever, then we're going to go to MGM, which is also downtown.
You can start gambling.
Yeah, you know, it's a whole bunch of degens. They're going to love it.
Okay. Well, that's great. I'm definitely looking forward to see what you can pull together. It's going to be really interesting and fun. It's going to be fun to watch a bunch of 35-year-old white guys play pickup. Looking
It's
forward
going
to
to be
that.
great. It really is. I don't think everybody's 35 though.
Well,
But
I'm
I
of the
think
older
Mike is.
generation.
Jeb said he's coming off an ankle injury.
Oh,
He needs
geez.
to get the Curry ankle strap.
Mm,
I'm worried
Mm.
about him now. Ever since he put that tweet out,
yeah.
he'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
Maybe you just change it to a wheelchair basketball game and then
Yeah.
everyone can play.
Hold on, I gotta check. I gotta look at the list of who I leaked so far. I have to double check this before I start talking.
That's all
In
good.
the
I
back of
think
my
you may have just lost your lighting, by the way.
I did.
Or did you? Or you just look dark? Oh no,
Oh,
that
sorry. When it's on the StreamYard, you know, the screen's white and bright. The lighting's not perfect in here, but I kind of have it like fake perfect.
yeah, it's all good.
Just for
I
how-
kind of miss that green snake in the back, but it's all good.
Oh, do you want? Hold up.
I put
let me
that green
see.
snake. Here, we'll play a video while you put the green
You-
snake on.
You
Oh,
want
you
the
just
light?
did it. You just did
Yeah,
it.
you know,
Oh, geez, you got
I'm
like the
chilling.
command
Hold on,
center.
I gotta
Like,
do blue. I gotta do blue today. I got the blue hoodie. I think this
all
is
right,
a way better
okay.
look. And I got the Jacob jersey behind me. You guys
Yeah.
want to see this? This is I could debut this for you.
All right, here we got an exclusive.
Right
Just for me,
It's very exclusive.
here. This right here. Let me put the headset on. I want to make sure the sound is good. Signed by AHHHHH.
Mm. All right, you
Right
gotta
there.
guard that with everything you have.
Right?
That's awesome.
The legendary AHHHHH signed my Spreewell Knicks jersey.
You
And I
strangled
mean,
him.
I think I might frame this.
Why not?
I have it hung up in the back and everything. But yeah, it might have to go in the frame. That's my
All right.
guy. I hope I could get him. This is what I'm buttering him up right now.
Okay.
Because I hope he could come to the game and play in it. I invited him and Austin. That's my one thing. I would love to get some Dapper people in this. I'm not doing
course.
this. I would love to do it with them. This is not sponsored by Dapper, though we could work something out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
There's
excited.
still hope. There's still hope.
Oh yeah. There's great things to come, and I'd say there's only a crumb leaked right now. There's a roadmap to this. If you guys buy into the roadmap, I promise you will be happy at the end.
Cool. Well, I think let's go over some topics real quick, and then we're gonna start ripping things. So let's go over the topics. You can offer any takes you have as well, but first we're gonna talk about Series 1 sentiment. So,
Okay.
we'll start with a little bit of a downer. The statistics aren't great on the site in the last week, pretty bad in fact, and some pretty large names are sort of like publicly announcing their departure, including people I've had on the show. Crypto Poppy, really bright guy, AG, the Schiller, all of them are they're in FUD City right now. But listen, I'm just giving you the news. This is what's going on. So that's happening right now. The run it back set, Brandon, he's like, oh my goodness, that set is not doing so hot. And it's not. And the reason I bring that up is because that's why these numbers are bad. It's because, like we talked about with Awesemo, there's not a lot of confidence as of right now in the market. So people aren't jumping to go make big purchases. So I feel like you are right there and you want to show us something.
I wish you had my tweet pulled up with how
What tweet?
I already fixed run it back.
All right. Well, what was that?
So I have my badges here. I made a badge video a long time ago.
I remember that video.
And this was back in May. Well, I've cut one off, and now I like 9 out of 10, but the 9th one is already being used, which is the championship badge. Like I made that in May. It kind of came out in July.
Okay.
Maybe something like that. But anyway, so this would fix run it back. Where is this? Right
What's
here.
the Hall of Fame badge?
Hall of Fame badge. If we
That
get
alone?
the Hall of
That
Fame
alone?
badge, we'll fix run it back. Oh, of course. It could actually, I think it'll differentiate stuff in run it back. So, you know, your Michael Reds and your maybe Andrew Bogut's and stuff. I'm just thinking about that because Bucks. But, you know, those won't get the Hall of Fame badge, but you'll get the Allen Iverson that gets the extra badge. Something that makes it different. When you go there, you want to know that this is vintage and that, like, you're buying players that could earn these in the future. If this is a 100-year platform, why am I buying this Evan Mobley card if it can never have a Hall of Fame badge? Why does his rookie card matter? Because that's what it's all prospecting, and that's what it really is. And I think we need to aim for that. And if we want a long-term vision, the Hall of Fame has to be there. I mean, that's the whole purpose of you buying these rookie cards, is thinking one day these guys are going to be greats, or you're buying LeBron because you think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day and it's a lock, and you think he's one of the top 3, top 5, top 1 players ever.
Yeah.
I got some others. I even have a retired badge that will also help the run it back set. So just so like that Michael Red card has something different than Edmund Sumner, you know, like something to say it's different. It's from 05, where you could just look at it and you know it's old. So the retired badge, LaMarcus Aldridge would have got this that day, and it, you know, it triggers the whole market thing without it.
But to me, it seems
and
like
he would have got it back because he came unretired, and that would have been cool because people would have started. I don't know. I think it could add the different things, and you could do different challenges with many of these. I have Defensive Player of the Year. We got Rookie of the Year, which is a rook. Scoring Champ, which is like a ball going through the basket. 6-man right here.
Is that a paper bag?
Historic moment. It's kind of blurry.
Okay.
This is scuff, but I did these digitally on videos, but it just is like a record book. And then
I thought it looks like a paper bag that a fan puts over their head.
Oh no. Poor Knicks fans. Way to bring them back into this.
Yeah, it's a Knicks badge.
And then the MVP badge, I want it to be like a challenge badge where it goes, you know, the red star. Imagine you get a gold star for MVPs for all theirs. And I think it'll clean up the badge system too, because there could be too much badges. But you can never get like all of these on one. I've kind of done the math, and I've also looked at the moments themselves. You could easily do 6 badges on moments, even 7.
All right. Well, I mean, I think it's like a nice to have. I don't know if I agree that it's going to like make a huge difference, because I think like when the act of the retiring is what pumps the moment, not exactly the badge, but whatever. Let's keep it moving. So the run it back market, not
the badge won't pump it, but it'll give direction and it'll make more sense and set things apart. Because a lot, like right now, everything just looks like everything on the site. There's so much of it.
No, that's fair. That we need to be able to sort things in general. So we got the Series 1 reserve pack. Listen, guys, as you know, I gotta come to you right now. I put a ton of clicking, carpal tunnel syndrome, sniping. I bought the majority of my junky stinky moments. Where's my stinky? If I can find it quickly. I bought the bunch of my stinky moments by sniping, and that was just absolutely brutal. I can't find it fast enough. So this is the day, guys. This is the day, and I'm just praying that we see some decent logos. But in my heart, I know there's a very good chance that we may not. And also, this is what happened when the packs dropped. As you can see, there's a big undercutting festival of everyone that got packs. As you can see, that's like right when that pack came, and down they go, just like the duck in the race when it starts getting like a nice beeline for the finish line.
Yeah,
so
they had him in the beginning, but
so that kind of hurts a little bit of the argument that like people like the judge have, that like OGs are the issue. It's apparently the OGs are not the issue, at least for this.
I know.
Then we got the 9 Lives Lounge update, and I know that you are in the 9 Lives Lounge. You're a big proponent of the 9 Lives Lounge. I guess we'll just run this video because I couldn't run it.
Run this video.
Oh, there you go. He's got his infinite objects. There's LaMelo. So yeah, I didn't get to run this, so let's run it.
Oh my God! How you wouldn't believe how many things are sacrificed in the 9 Lives Lounge.
Well, a lot of things are sacrificed, but when you make it out the other end, you get early access and you get some swag. You get a sweatshirt.
This is the one thing. So I was hating on everyone sending Kevin Durant stuff. He's a millionaire. Don't give him free things. You know, we're the common folk. We're out here trying to collect and everything else. Does he really need it? But it hit me. These hoodies are coming out, and they said this the screenshot hasn't happened yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Kevin Durant is in Nine Lives Lounge before the screenshot happens, that means he will have this hoodie, which means he will wear this in a press conference. You got to think big brain on this, and that's why the Nine Lives Lounge is the spot. It's 2 steps ahead, and I love the idea.
I mean, I think that's wishful. I hope you're right. It's wishful thinking, though. I mean, I think that's why people gave him like the access. That's what Awesemo was saying too. Like, kind of hoping that he just pops in. Will he pop in? Will he wear the hoodie?
Don't pop in. Wear the hoodie.
I mean, that would be awesome if he did. That would be huge. But they could also just send him a hoodie.
I don't want to hear from KD. You know, I mean, I would love to. I'm no disrespect. You know, I would love to talk to KD or something. But I think him wearing that is gonna the brand awareness of it. You know.
No, of course, it'd be huge. It would be amazing if he did. Will he? Well, that remains to be seen. So anyway,
I think so.
Well, anyway, so there's KD with his gifted Cool Cat set. Yeah, I didn't love it, but so be it. I mean, what Harrison Barnes did, actually buy all the moments, talk to Top Shot in their marketing. That was much bigger. That's kind of what I hoped. So there we go. The Cupcake KD joins the platform. There's a cupcake emoji. Pay attention to the emojis. The work goes into this as well, my people, my only tants. So he joined. And what do we see here? He gets gifted this run it back moment stacked, which is like a big OG, got a collection worth millions. There you
I was
go.
a part of this retweet fest. It's pretty cool. He gave it to him. But I mean, KD did come in and pump 2,500 in new money into the ecosystem.
KD pumped 2,500 in new money?
Yeah, he bought a MGLE or something. He bought something for 2,500.
That's true. That's true. Well,
so
okay.
we got KD coming in. I don't know. It's something. I'm trying to stay positive when everything's going bad because I believe in this long term. I really do. I want to see good things come from Top Shot. I don't want to see it fail. I am critical of it at times. I've been critical. So you could look at me as whatever someone does FUD or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I'm still here, and I'm actually trying to do more. You know,
Right.
I'm constantly trying to involve myself, and I want to be a part of this movement. I really like Top Shot. I love the NBA. As you can see, I have a room dedicated in my house to the NBA, and this is what I like to do. So I'm very excited about everything Top Shot's gonna do. Well, everyone else is upset. We gotta look at the bright spots, see how much stuff they're doing. They're doing the flash challenges. They're giving packs out. I don't know.
It is a step.
Stuff.
Yeah,
they're doing better. Honestly, they're
I
doing great.
agree. I agree. It's a step in the right direction. I mean, I think there's still a lot to be done, but of course, it's a step in the right direction.
A lot to be done.
Yeah. So then also, here's something they're doing. The VIP experience in San Francisco. So if you were a VIP like Alexo here, he got to sit down on the court and watch Steph Curry shoot threes. To get to be a VIP, though, that's $75,000 in spend or 75,000 base collector score,
You have to do
or
both.
by or either one, I believe.
Okay, I got
one
like
of the following.
20,000 CS.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd be comfortable dumping that much money.
Yeah, that's tough. I can't do it. I'm trying to do the math on what set I could complete next to try to climb and jump, but I don't think there's one set or 3 sets that I could do.
No. I mean, I guess they're just rewarding people who have put a bunch of money into this. So what you gonna do?
Why not?
And then in the week of NFTs, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that stuff is trending downward. I think it did make a little bit of a recovery, but that's what's going on right now. You got the Miami Art Basel thing, the Bored Apes, blah blah blah. If you guys
are you in the crypto?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I find it interesting.
Do you mine Pi like on your phone? I feel
I don't even know what that means.
You've never heard of it? I'll have to send you my link so you could mine with me. It's kind of a little mining pyramid scheme. But like the more people I have mining that I invite, I like mine at a higher rate. But this thing is supposed to go public at some point. I'm not too crazy in the crypto. I'm more in the mining. I don't really buy it. I mine Bitcoin on my PC and then Pi.
Right. All right. So just so you're watching that Pi mentioned.
Not financial advice.
There you
I
go.
mean, you can't even buy it. Just
Don't
mine
go
it.
out and start mining Pi just because PackDrip said it.
Pi.
Do your research.
Ask me for my link. I'll give you my code.
So then Top Shot made this like a little moments making history thing. I don't love this personally, just because like of course people are racing to buy these moments because they want to complete the flash challenge, and there's no other reason. So I don't really understand why this is a big deal, honestly.
I own half the Zoobox on the site. I don't feel like that many were sold.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You could check my account. I own like 400 Ivica Zoobox. Like I'm dead serious.
400 of them?
Damn near. Some of them sold, but like not that much for damn near 3,000 to sell. My account should have been crazy. I bought a whole bunch of them. There was a rumor of a Lakers versus Clippers challenge, like this LA, all the city challenges and all this stuff. And I went on that rumor, and then there was also the fact that it was a 15K. All these bottlenecks were going. I got excited.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, it happens. FOMO.
And Zubak DM'd me. I bought his autograph.
Wow.
I don't know if you've seen my first video that I ever did on YouTube, but it was about Zubak on how I bought you. If you go to Certified Ballers accounts, sometimes they sell cards, and I bought a Zubak off of Zubak, so it's like an autograph that's there. But it didn't show up on the blockchain because somebody gifted him the moment. So it showed they sold me the moment. So I DM'd him. He ended up buying the moment back off of me, then gifting it back. And
that's kind of cool, though. That you got
it was a cool thing that he kind of created a little super fan in me, too.
That's cool. That is cool.
I already had a lot of them, and I was like, oh, my God, Lakers Clippers challenge. I got to buy more Zoobox.
Yeah.
He's going to get me rich. This was a sign.
Yeah, that's just one of many things that we think is going to happen that doesn't. Like all the game winners.
But, you know what you think is going to happen? You were telling me you're going to get this Jeff Teague, so it's not going to happen.
I hope you're right.
We need to speak things into existence. That's my
thing. I know. So we'll speak some things into existence in a minute.
I smell a Curry Top Shot debut.
I like the sound of that.
I seen the way the pack was moving. It had a little extra sauce to it. I seen some other packs. They weren't moving like that. Yeah, you see it? They weren't moving like your pack was. I'm telling you, there's some sauce in there.
All right,
from Curry,
from your lips to from the pack's ears. Then I guess lastly we got this NBA Top Shot packs coming out. I don't know how many of you plan on buying. I mean, there's going to be a Curry. It's not going to be worth much, $3 or $4. There's going to be the debuts of the rookies that'll be worth something. I don't know. Are you still buying? Are you trying to amass trade tickets? Or are you over it?
So Tuesday I'm gonna buy. They're gonna let's do 10.
5 and 5.
5 and 5. I'll do 10.
Okay.
I want a Şengün. Or? No, not for trade tickets. Probably not for trade tickets, but maybe. I might sell them to everybody getting trade tickets. I'm kind of looking for triple badges. Yeah.
Yeah, Raw's getting 10. Oh, there's a cat.
Yeah, you're getting 10. Cat. Yeah, I'm getting 10. I want Şengün. I've been triple badge hunting, and I haven't been lucky in getting triple badges of the guys that I want. So I've been trying to save the money and actually just pull one of these guys, but it hasn't happened. I would like Davion Mitchell, very undervalued. Giddey's been shooting up in price. I should have just bought it in the beginning, but I wasn't too sure. People are undervaluing the collector score so much.
Yeah. So anyway, I asked. Let me get me out of the way there. I asked people the other day if they're going to line up for this pack, and it looks like just about half and half, a little over half and half.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I think the question though is like, will this continually get lower and lower? Will that creep and creep and creep as these get less and less?
It won't, because they've already saved the top rookies. They saved Jalen Green. They saved Cade. They forced you into this. They buttered you up in the beginning with Evan Mobley's. Then they dry it out. It gets dry after a couple weeks of these different packs of the Franz Wagners. And after those guys pass, and the Bones Highlands and the IOs from the last one, these mid-tier guys that could pop, but probably, might not in their first year, first couple. But IO looking good, by the way.
Right.
Anyway, but you get what I'm saying. They give you the Evan Mobley, the third pick. They saved 1 and 2 for later.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for some guys.
Well, they're always giving you something to get you a little excited. I mean, they kind of have to do it that way.
This one's Şengün. I'm buying 10 for Şengün.
All right.
I'm convinced.
All right. Well, let's talk about this S1 pack. We're about to rip this S1 pack, and I think it's fair to say I'm pretty anxious, but we just gotta hope that we don't get a.
Should I get the foam finger?
Maybe. I mean, we just gotta hope that we don't get a. What was it? The show. What's Brandon's podcast called? It's with Moment Ranks. That Moment Ranks. Him and Clee
Shot
Gaines.
talking.
Shot talking. Like they both got Jeff Teague. So we're just hoping
They
we don't
both
get
got
that
Jeff Teague.
Yeah, I
Dude.
think so.
Dang.
So we're hoping
Brandon-
that they. Yeah.
Brandon, man, how did he pull a freaking Jeff Teague?
I don't know because he has great luck otherwise, doesn't he?
Right? I feel like it's better luck because, well, not better luck, I guess, but the odds were so slim that you would actually pull a Jeff Teague.
Are they slim? I don't know if they're.
I
that
thought
slim.
it was slim. Like I thought LeBron actually kind of was the most common card in the pack.
Hold
I
on,
don't
I'll
know
tell
if
you
I'm
right now.
crazy.
No, it's not. It's not that slim. Jeff
Was
Teague.
it a top? Was it top 3 like most common 1000s?
Is 1, 2, 3,
thought
4,
the first
5,
pack
6.
they juiced
It's number 7.
Oh, it's number 7. Oh, all right.
So
Maybe I
here's
did
the
my math
here's the
wrong.
problem. According to John Boy Beats, there's 31 expected, and only 13 have been opened out of Jeff Teague. So Jeff Teague is fairly high up there.
So
but
there's a lot of Jeff Teagues left in the pack, is what you're saying.
according to John Boy. I mean, that's a difference of quite a bit. That's a difference of about 18.
That is. I'm gonna get my foam finger and
All
hang
right.
up the cool cats.
You go get that. You go get that. So here we go. Raw's saying, I'm thinking of LeBron. I hope you're right, Raw, but I seriously have to prepare myself for like a Danilo Gallinari. Yeah, we got to give some good vibes. Make sure you hit that like right now for the good vibes.
This is
You
from
need some
Summer
good
League Vegas.
vibes. All right, that's big.
Let's go.
All right, let me get a Kawhi laugh to ease the mood a little bit.
Hey, this is a life-changing pack. Could be. I'm rooting for you, bro.
Whew. All right, well I got it loaded up here, but for some reason the pack, my connection like is wonky. But we're just gonna have to work through
no.
this. Hope is like the website wonky? Are we gonna be looking at blank images?
Let me go. I know you don't. You don't want this to be bad. Let me go. I'll go to open something. I mean the pack. Nothing's looking wonky on my end.
Ooh. Here it is, boys and girls.
Here it is.
Here it is, boys and girls.
Let's go, Tanny. Let's go.
And
How are we doing this? Are you gonna like? Do you want to do this? We could slow down. You know, we could say, hey, what does the chat want? What do they want to do?
yeah.
What are they feeling?
I don't know if I'll milk this as bad as like the judge did the other night, where he took like 35 minutes to open it. But
I mean, he did it on the first draw, though. You seen it, right? He got his Giannis on the first pick.
Oh, I know.
That was his whole video on YouTube. It was
take a
S1
Giannis.
pack opening, and it was just Giannis, and he stood there.
I know. He just looked at it.
It was amazing. I would have.
Oh, jeez. All right. I can't make any super loud noises. My kid and wife are sleeping in the other room.
All right.
We'll make controlled, loud emotions.
We will.
And we're gonna race ducks after this too.
Okay.
All right. So someone's saying leave the music on. I think that might be kind of loud. Can you hear that music? Is that loud?
It's not too loud, but yeah, I don't know. It could be something.
Oof.
How many people reveal all?
All right. Well, let's do it like a second.
You think anybody revealed all one of these?
I bet
Don't do it.
I bet you some sickos have done it.
Some sickos. I've
All right,
never revealed all once.
Should we go top right in the style of Judge and just hope there's a Giannis in there?
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
All
Hold on, chat. I have another tab up. So let's look at the chat. What are they thinking?
Turn up the beats. Jeez, you guys
Top
really want to
right?
hear this music, huh?
Are we doing top right like Judge?
Poku. I don't think Poku's in this pack.
Poku's not in this pack. Wait, well, I mean, not at least not his rookie card. I haven't looked.
No,
at
he's not.
too many
He
of the
doesn't
comments.
have an S1. Yeah, this pretty much sounds like my heartbeat right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody's saying where we should go with this.
I think we're
Bottom.
gonna go-
You're thinking bottom. Nah, I think bottom's like debate.
Yeah.
I think the low IQ goes to the bottom,
Yeah, we're gonna go. I think we gotta go top
immediately
right.
Get a Bismack Biombo.
Oh geez, I think we gotta go top right, just because that's what
right.
we gotta give homage to the judge. We're gonna go top right.
Do.
All right, let's do it. Top right.
Let's go. Oh wow. No fucking one. Oh, all right.
Okay, it's not the debut, but it's still a
But it's
Giannis.
the you cracked the code.
All right, that's good right there. That's good. We got a Giannis, just like the judge did. We got a Giannis.
And
So-
you know what that also will get? The MVP badge whenever they take it.
Yeah. So I guess that deserves a yes.
MVP badge, Giannis. It's a one badger. Don't sleep. Just because it's not the TSD, that's still got a badge.
All right. Wow, I can't believe I got a Giannis just like the judge got a Giannis. It was just the wrong Giannis, but I'll take that. I don't know what that value is on that, but I'll
That
take
was
it.
kind of crazy. Where did he click next? There was
That I
such a
don't know.
pause. I don't know.
My heart's pounding right now.
You go other side,
I think I'm gonna have to go left.
opposite left.
Yeah, I think I
And then
gotta
work
go
your way
left.
down.
Yeah, I think so.
I was thinking that same thing.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Rip the Band-Aid.
Come on. 767 assists.
Oh,
You got the Harry
nice
Giles
cut.
bottleneck. That's still a bottleneck.
It is a bottleneck. It's better than Langston Galloway. It's better than
that's-
Langston Galloway. It's not what I wanted, but it's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
All right.
And there's a lot of Kings fans. Chewy is going nuts right now. Chewy Wolf. He's
All right,
freaking
so
out. I hope he's in the
225
chat.
225 low ask on Giannis, and Giles is also like a 200 right now. So
All right.
that's not terrible.
So you're creeping up on almost halfway there,
Can we stop trying to be judge? I'm giving homage to judge.
right?
Don't be
Crack the
judge.
code. Look where we at right now.
Oh jeez. All right, Brett's calling that Giles an oof. Yeah, I definitely wanted that to be a LeBron, but let's keep going here.
All right.
Okay, we're going top. Here we go. Zion.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Yes. Yeah, Zion and Giannis on the same pack. Are you kidding me? Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, this is nice.
Wow, I guess this is already a win. I mean, I don't know what.
Did you run that one back again?
Yeah, let's run it back.
Run that one back again. This is great. I love to
It's
see
a
it.
nice highlight. Ooh, he's so in shape. Look at him. Look how nice and lean he is.
And that's the back of his jersey says peace, right? At the top.
Yeah, you're right. It says peace.
Yeah, that was one of those special jersey nights. That's cool. That's what's good about S1.
That's true. I feel like I didn't play Harry Giles.
And the screens are in
give
the
man-
back.
Let's give
You
the
see
man
all
some
the-
love.
Oh hell yeah! I mean that little
And
dime.
I was also way too freaked out to watch this either. That's a nasty highlight. It's almost like
Julius
Shaq.
Randle. Yeah, that was that bad. Because usually
All right.
Julius Randle's the Mack truck going through somebody, and for him to just look like a shrimp is weird.
All right, so we said $400 on the Zion.
And then the Zion double rookie card. Like what?
I know. So I think
This is
we're technically even right now. So no, we're not.
You're
More or
above.
less.
You're above. This is incredible.
Well, once this market goes up a little bit, it'll definitely be out.
Oh,
All right, boys and girls. Here's the last one.
Here it is.
I want to see a Lakers dunk or Lakers block. Let's do one more Kawhi laugh for good luck.
Come on.
All right. Here we go. Coffee's undercutting that right now. Thanks a lot, Coffee. Just sell it and get on your way. Here we go.
There it is.
Bonus.
3377.
It's a bonus.
Sabonis!
It's a bonus Top Shot debut. Severely underrated player. I don't know what that's going for,
Dude,
but I'd say this is
about
a win.
100.
This is a win. Sabonis will go for more once he gets traded to the Warriors or something.
I'd say this is like
I can't be mad at this pack.
you can't. And these are all. I mean, They're not all, because the Harry Giles isn't a DFS play. But Sabonis is definitely something you could use in moment ranks. The Giannis, of course, it's a Giannis dunk. That's always good.
I actually have a Sabonis.
Wait, hold on. Who was that on? The
Hold on.
Sabonis dunk.
Share that again.
Did
Who is it
he
on?
killed a man.
Let's go take a look. Yeah, but I have a Sabonis. What's it called? Rare. That's like one of my only rares. Let's see.
Hey, you got the right to flip something too if you want, but that pack is incredible.
Yeah, that was nice. Who is that? I don't even know. I can't tell. Can't tell. I don't know what I would sell right here, but for now, I'm just gonna enjoy the fact that I just ripped a Zion and a Giannis in a pack. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that.
Zion's rookie card.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's down on Zion right now, but that was a nice pack.
I'm big on Zion.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So, there's Awesemo. Awesemo's in there. Yeah, that was pretty great. That was pretty great. Thank you guys. Thank you. I wanted a LeBron, let's be honest, but I definitely am not gonna go give myself carpal tunnel again for more trade tickets because
you're not gonna do it.
I don't think so. That was brutal, man. That was brutal. I was sniping everything. I pretty much got like 95% $2 moments because I was sniping everything over the course of like 3 months or 2 months or something.
Yeah. So everybody who's watching right now, I kind of have a little plan for these trade tickets, and I've been trying to think of ways to even generate and up the pot at the All-Star game. So to enter into the All-Star game as a collector, as a fan, if you want a chance to play with Judge, MBL, Mike Zakarian, actually Jeb Bush, Veerman's going to be there, and Fleo. My man Fleo, watch out. Watch out. He's the hardest worker on YouTube. So what do you think he's going to be? He's going to be crashing the glass. He's going to be catching. He's going to be in the passing lanes, working hard. Don't sleep on Fleo.
Hey,
but if if you want a chance to play with them, you trade just the same way you would have trade tickets. And if you got extra trade tickets and you didn't end up getting a pack or whatever, trade them to me. I'm going to be saving up all these things, and it's going to count as raffle tickets. And then when trade ticket packs come out next time, the locker packs, I'm going to go for it, and then we're going to give those away in the All-Star game. Like, I'm trying to get and really juice the pot up, and whoever is participating are guys, like I said, who are content creators, who really make stuff every day, who are not paid by Top Shot. This is a way to give back to those guys who are up late at 12 midnight, 2 a.m. editing clips. This is a way to pay those guys back because, who else will? I'm not saying like I'm like that, but like this is something that could be so special for all of us to all link up and everything. And if we all work together and send these trade tickets, and then I could then get S1 packs, and we could add these to the All-Star Game MVP winner, or maybe somebody who helped out with the media. There's different things like that we could do for giveaways. Well,
we'll see. Keep your eyes peeled on PackDrip's Twitter page. Yeah, are you gonna have an ambulance there for the judge? But let's run a
what when he dunks on somebody? Yeah, I might have to. It's just young Karl Malone.
Yeah. So let's do a little duck race, everybody. So if you wanna race ducks, just put a quack in the chat. Get your quacks in the chat. PackDrip, you can also get a quack in the chat if you'd like.
All right, let's go. You already know I have the other chat up. I gotta.
Just get your quacks in the chat. I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to do that. We'll play a little video while you guys get your quacks. I'll do my little waiting video.
We're waiting.
Alrighty, we're waiting and we're here. We got our quacks in the chat. We got our quacks in the chat. So let's load up those names here. Oh, hold on. We got one. This always happens. We always got like one at the last second. 1 second. Here we go.
All right.
All right. All right. All right. Gonna edit that and get that in.
Just getting all your ducks in a row.
I gotta get these ducks in a row. Here we go. 1 second. This takes a couple seconds here. Okay. Okay. So 1 minute race. Set that up. Let's share this screen. Let's take a look at our beautiful ducks. Who do we have in this duck line? Let's look at these ducks. Let's shuffle for good measure. We always like to shuffle. There's no rigging here. All right.
Though last time everyone thought it was.
Everyone thought it was rigged last time.
Well, from when I was here.
All right. Well, I think this
last time I won, and everyone was like, rigged, because I was on the show when I won.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. That's not allowed. All right. So you're adding it to the stream. There we go. There's the ducks. You guys are all looking great.
Oh, my God. You give me the Trump duck.
Did you get the Trump duck again?
I think I got the Trump duck.
I see Ra's got the clown outfit on. We got some interesting costumes. You know what? I noticed there's not a lot of naked ducks. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 naked ducks. So you have a 30% chance at a naked duck, which in our experience has been a pretty good sign to have a naked duck. But I'm going to wish you all lots of luck. I'm sure you've all liked the stream already because that's how you get the fastest duck in this thing. And let's just run it. Are you guys ready? On your mark.
I already like the stream. All right.
On your set and on your go. Here we go. And they're off. Down the street. Here they go. Jammers D, the naked duck, as I told you, is in front, but he catches.
So aerodynamic.
Kenny Lewis also catches the quicksand. It's neck and neck right now, but David Kim with the polka dots, the star polka dots.
I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna win it because you don't see it
on the bottom. There's not a lot of naked ducks at the moment, but here comes Stan Loves. He's feeling pretty washed. He gets stuck in the quicksand. Naked ducks. Look at this. 3 naked ducks are near the front. Jammers D, the naked duck, is pulling away from the bunch. He's a few.
You don't understand.
Ahead. But here comes Coral and the Spider-Man, but Sinon as the reindeer for the Christmas theme. He's taking it. Can Sinon take it? Can he take it? Superluminal says no. He's taking the lead now. But CP Note also gets hit. Here comes another naked duck. It's Louis Lux. The naked Louis Lux is taking it. He's way ahead.
Creeping.
Here comes a Trump duck. Here comes a Trump duck. PackDrip. Is PackDrip going to take it? Is PackDrip going to take it? Louis Lux, is he going to hit the quicksand? It looks like he is. PackDrip, but look from nowhere. Devil Fish. Oh, my goodness.
No! There's no way. That was ridiculous. I hope we all seen what happened.
Wow. Again, the naked.
I want to call someone.
Wow.
Congratulations, Diva Fish.
Absolutely rugged. Absolutely rugged. I think that might be the worst rug that we've seen.
That was game breaker. Did that duck have a game breaker moment or something?
I think so. He hit turbo. Just boom.
I've never seen a duck go that fast.
We're gonna have to watch the replay later.
We are. I don't know. We're gonna have to actually go back to replay. Can I call a challenge flag? I don't have any thing red next to me, but I'm calling a challenge flag on that. I need a judge review.
I know. I don't know what happened there. There's obviously some like foreign substances that Diva Fish definitely was eating on the way. But again, the naked ducks. I don't think we've seen a costume duck win once since we started tracking this, which is maybe 4 races. The naked ducks, or once it was a tattooed duck, but also still naked but tatted. We haven't seen. Sinon had the big reindeers on. It started weighing him down. There's all this jingle and jangling. It distracted him, and he couldn't do it. So
it was just flowing in the wind. It was good. I thought I was gonna win the second term, but I lost it. I came in second.
Yeah, you got rugged.
That's the Trump duck. The story of the Trump duck.
There's some kind of an Access Hollywood Part 2 video that got released right at the last second. You got rugged.
I did.
But listen, we had an awesome time tonight. We interviewed a really sharp dude. Unfortunately, he doesn't want Rakeback. We opened a pack. We got Zion and Giannis in there, so I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. I don't think I can do the trade tickets again, though. Got to be honest. Louis wants a top 3 payout. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. And Trump Duck's hair is definitely to blame. I think it started smelling. They started smelling that like really strong.
Did it got
you know,
wet, mildew,
it
dog
was that,
smell?
like that spray. It's like super strong and stinky.
Oh,
And then like, and then the fish was near you, and she was just like
Stinky.
And
the
then
musty duck did not prevail this time.
I know. I remember last time it was the musty duck. That's how you won last time, but
That was
was
Turbo Duck one this time.
it was not meant to be. Yeah, this is probably accurate. I don't know how I'm going to sleep after that race. Race first is the reason that I'm not sleeping. Pack is second. That was just too much of an insane race. Hold on. Devafish is Devafish's puzzle piece, Dad? Is that your YouTube name? Well, just send me like a screenshot on Twitter if that's you, puzzle piece, Dad. Just show me like you're logged in on YouTube or something, and I'll send you your moment. So anyways, anything else? Any last words, Backdrip?
How you feeling about Rakeback?
I mean, I feel like they have to follow through. They told us
If
they were
you were
going
in
to do it.
control of the buttons, your CEO,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Because this is why I have my quick little take on Rakeback. Let me just do this.
Let me give
people
you the
are
floor. Hold on. Go ahead.
5% sales, right? That's what they say. 5% sales fee. What about the 5% deposit fee that they hit you with if you're putting cash and credit cards and trying to onboard the non-NFT user, and they're taxing us on that? Boom. And then on the withdrawal fee, they also take another percentage. There is about 20, like every $100 you put is 20 of its dappers, like immediately, like that, no matter what, like by percentage, they're getting 5 there, 5 on the deposit. That's 10. Withdrawal, I think, is even bigger than a 5% thing. And then you also have your own profit taxes if you have that, and everything else that you have to worry about. So it's like they do take a bigger chunk than what everyone has been touting. 5%. It is not 5%. It is much higher than that. You may
and they said that they're going to give it to us. So like that alone, if you tell a massive user base,
I got the video.
Yeah, of course you do. I remember you tweeted it. So that alone is a reason why it needs to happen. That alone caused some FUD and some doubt in the community, because
I definitely triggered a little conversation, but it's a conversation we need to have. It was a Band-Aid that needed to be ripped off. We needed to stop pretending like nobody said Rakeback. No one wanted to post the quotes. I went back into YouTube, did the office hours homework, and I had to watch plenty of office hours to finally find that 1 50-second clip of them using that, Candy and Jacob. So
exactly. So it has to happen first and foremost for that reason. If we're going to imagine that they never made any announcement, do I think Rakeback is a good idea? Well, for the reasons that you're talking about, which is they do hit you with a bunch of fees. The market is not performing well for several weeks. So like, will that help or will that hurt? That to me is the big question. I don't know necessarily that it'll be the big difference maker, because I think that if the market is trending downward, if I give you $200 to go spend or something, or even $1,000 to go spend, and the market's trending downwards, I don't think all of a sudden you're going to get a ton of confidence just because I gave you some free money to spend. I think you might sit on the sidelines a little longer and say, well, I'm going to wait and see if something happens. Maybe some people think differently, but I think the general trust and confidence in the market can't be solved with Rakeback, but I still think that they told us they're going to give it to us, therefore we should receive it.
And I hope they don't try to build in like, hey, remember when Throwdowns messed up and we gave back? We always tried to do right. Like, don't include that in Rakeback. Those are two different things. Your typos are different than when you were talking about Rakeback. Like your typo on that run it on a run it back challenge or something like that isn't included for when you were saying back in June or May.
No. They can't say that. They're not going to say that. Oh, we've
done good things of good faith all along the way. Like, don't include that in the conversation. It definitely just needs to happen. I don't know how though. Like, but they definitely get, like I said, more percentage than 5. I'm not saying we deserve more than 5% or whatever, but to pretend that they only make 5% of these $2 floor moment sales and that's how this site's running is not how it goes.
No, of course that's not how this site's running. I mean, the fact that we continually sell out these S3 packs is how the site's running. So yeah, I mean, that's another conversation for another day. But they need to execute because they said they would. Anyhow, I think we can end it there. I think that we had a good time tonight. Go find PackDrip on Twitter. He always puts out some interesting content. It's just PackDrip on Twitter, and keep an eye on him. I'll be keeping an eye on him on what develops for this event in Springfield. It does sound like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's too bad I won't be there, but we'll see if I can somehow get involved.
Next year.
We'll see. Who knows? Possible. But anyways, thank you, PackDrip. You gave me some good vibes. You know, the last time I had you on the show was when I ripped that WNBA pack, and that's when I got like the top 3 moment of the pack. So
oh yeah, I think you had is it Cynthia Cooper?
No, it was the Cheryl Swoops.
Cheryl Swoops. All right, I knew it was one of the OG comments.
Yeah, I actually sold it, but
okay.
I got that with you. And so the only 2 packs I've ever ripped on this stream that have been decent, I think, have been with you. So anytime I get a really important pack, I'll have to have you back on.
Let me rip a pack with you.
All right, you want to do that? Let's do it.
I'll rip a pack with you. You know what? I got some like Thanksgiving packs or something. Someone. I guess I won a Thanksgiving challenge or something.
All right, we need to see some triple badge. We need to see some triple badge rookies.
I'll rip one because I got one. I was saving 2 Series 1, Series 3 S, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
First pack from S3.
Well, I actually got, I think, 3 or 4 of them from those things. I ripped them all the other night because I just wanted to rip something.
And you got triple badges?
And I got nothing.
Oh.
It's just trade tickets.
Oof.
But let's see. Let's see.
All right. How can I start to do the share screen?
Come on, PackDrip. I taught you last time.
You did.
You see the button on the bottom. Hit the share button. There you go.
All right. So this is what I'm doing. Look at these sets, by the way.
Ooh, look at this guy.
These are sets. I was here for this set, so I love that. The Rising Stars was the first challenge that I ever did in Top Shot, and yeah, go big or go home. And then gift cool cats, and then I figured early adopters will eventually be like some important set at some point, right? Like they have to give back to this set. They never have, but it makes sense.
I don't know. You know what? I kind of thought that, and then I'm not quite so sure because early adopters are basically like OGs in a way. So it's like if they're gonna give back to OGs, like Twitter's gonna have an absolute meltdown. So
right.
I don't know.
But then when they give the new customers, they're like, they never give back to the people that got them here.
Well, then they need to give
our jobs.
Yeah, they took our jobs, but they got to give back to the people who bought it like right in between that period, like the February, March, whatever.
I've been hearing a lot of middle class talk on the timeline. What's up with that? What's going on with like Top Shot has definitely hit a mental break when people are talking about the middle class is being oppressed in Top Shot. Like it's kind of nuts. But let's open this.
We're becoming a society. All right, here we go. Your chances of ripping a oh look, you have 3 of them actually, but your chances of ripping a 3 badger is about 2%, I think.
2%, I'll take that. All right, so we're gonna go by the rules, and we're gonna start right, and then we're gonna go left, and then middle.
All right, let's do it. That is not a 3 badge rookie.
All right, we got a Killian Hayes strip, and then a dunk. All right, that's cool. Strip maxi. Boom. All right, we're going left. 4-4-6-4. Kelly Olynyk. Couldn't they just give me the 4-4-4-4-4 or something?
Yeah, you're right. You're almost there.
I'm 20 away. All right, this is the piss pack. Detroit Pistons. Ooh! Isaiah Roby. Hello.
I thought that could have been a Giddy. Or
Me too. I thought it was Giddy, and you know what? Oh man, this just started an itch I can't scratch. We're gonna do another one.
This is what happened to me the other night.
Oh yeah, I'm stopping at this one, but oh my god, if I thought that was Giddy, I was gonna freak out.
I know, I really did.
All right, same thing. Pistons.
Another one.
What's up with these Thanksgiving packs, man? I was better off saving them and selling them to somebody else.
Yeah, that's usually the case with these, but I just
Nah,
can't
but
help myself.
all these are traded moments building up to the S1 packs. Okay,
This
got
is-
Jordan Poole for fantasy. That's really
Exactly,
good.
that's a good fantasy moment.
Huge. And I think his Top Shot debut is a layup too, right?
I don't know.
Or it's like it's a 2-pointer. It's either a dunk or a layup, I think.
Yeah.
So it's same DFS value.
Mhm.
But my cereal's bad. Oof. Precious
Oh.
Achua. Nice. I think he's hurt right now. I had him on fantasy for a little bit, and then I think he hurt his shoulder or something. Ironically, I have Gafford on my fantasy team as well.
Yeah,
All right.
Gafford's a good fantasy one too.
Yeah, he's decent. Trez has been killing it off the bench, though. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I wish I could have. Did it? Where's the? Oh, it went back here.
Oh, you want me to share that again?
What? Here. All right. Yeah. This is what I got. Right now, I got some trade tickets though, or raffle tickets for the All-Star game. I'm kind of on a little bit of a roll. Started off with Matisse Thybulle, and then on from here is everybody trading in moments to try to get in the All-Star game.
Cool.
And of course it stops at Kelly Olynyk, but yeah. So we got some guys right now, and they're in early, and they're going to benefit because, you know, if nobody enters this raffle in the next 20 days, it's a pretty good chance that they're going to play in this All-Star game, or at least have a chance to, you know, come if they want. I don't know if the person that wins maybe is just going to do it. Maybe someone just does it for the hell of it and says, you know, I'm not going to win. And then they end up winning, and who knows? Then maybe the roster spot will open up for somebody else, and I'll redraw or something. But
Right. Well, we didn't give you a stinky, which you deserve.
Stinky.
Those packs are stinky.
They were. Can I
but
get
that's-
another stinky? Because there were two packs.
That's true. Maybe you deserve another one.
Stinky.
But anyways, all right, guys. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark. I think we'll end it here. Thank you guys all for making the time. Very much appreciated that you choose to spend your Sunday here at the Tandoori table. So thank you so much. And PackDrip, thank you for making it on. The next time I have an important pack, I will definitely rip it with you again.
All right. I'm your good luck charm.
Absolutely. All right. Well, everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.
Static Selector.